welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in. Big opportunity, big stage.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, Dogs! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
From the gun on 3rd down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They're like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Quarterback moving. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go. Fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Line gets set. First down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they got him for the sack.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flex...
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll leave it with him. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. To the ground with the back. Discards a man. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They'll go to the counter play. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They're trying to get to him. Right on the money. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly.
Hit the afterburners, kid. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. To the air, it's Hurtado. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Got a lot of room to the right. The 40. Running inside the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out. On the double play and the touchdown, it is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Can't get him to the ground. At the 15, he's loose. Strong, firm tackle. Time winding down in the quarter as they...
Third down coming up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Fourth down coming up. Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll get him stopped at the 30.
Running back.
10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's right on target. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it up at 29. And now on first down after converting with the run. Running to the left. At the 40, there he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This
Brings up.
Groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Skips away from pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Dropping back, it's Hurtado. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Now sliding to his left. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. We didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Johnston. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Wow, this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Georgia, 31, Iowa, 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25.
3rd down coming up.
From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the returner will be dragged down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
Snatches it on the run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They're really starting to build momentum, even... going their way.
And those are frustrating because those are luck. Like you can spin it however you want, but those are just
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he makes the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Iowa City as we say hello from our broadcast studios. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. Picked off. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19. 1st down for the offense. DB's right up on the receivers. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll go right back to it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And the D deny them on second and goal. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Quick strike complete. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on the scoreboard.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running to the left. Shakes off the tackler. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Trying to make magic on the scramble. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he's sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, so frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB, he can make a big play. If I sit back, he can still scramble, run up, and get a big play. So hard to defend this guy.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Hurtado. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Offense working from the pistol. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the lone running back. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sweet cut there. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Bulldogs are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
On 4th down, going to the air. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. If Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch